I led the Ezenwo of sports, Chidebere and Wugolu. Did I get that?
Anogolu, yes.
Anogolu.
Yeah, you kind of got it.
Yeah, they call the Ezemwa of sports.
Yeah, the Ezemo of sports.
Well, but I call you naughty boy.
No problem, Uncle Jimmy.
I call him,
Great to be here. Great to be on the show with you.
yeah, I call him naughty boy. He's one of Femi and the gang who almost made me run under a car.
Please, you won't.
Please, it was some of us. My leg was gently on the accelerator in the process of laughing. I almost ran under the car coming in front of me. And I also have my mentee, Favor. Yes. Favor is here. Mm-hmm. At some point we'll be asking her what her experience has been. This is her last day. She's been a very fortunate lady. She's had the blessings. She's been to various radio stations on TVs and so on and so forth. So we'll try to get them. Yes. So, what happened, Oga? It was disgraceful.
It was a national disgrace.
Why? Oh my God.
It was a national disgrace. It was, and we're talking about African champions. We're talking about, the current FIBA African champions in women's basketball in Nigeria. We're talking about the biggest women national basketball team right now in Africa, the hottest, the biggest, the best. They recently won the AfroBasket some months, I think about a month ago.
Yes.
And, again, the case of, lack of payment of allowances and, match bonuses is a long time issue in Nigeria. But it's a shame, that, these girls had to wait till up until, they were talking about payments way back as 2018. They had to wait up until 2021. That's 3 years to talk about it, and they even had to threaten to.
Are these bonuses or allowances?
Well, they are both. Allowances, be it camping allowances, bonuses, monies given to them by banks during the Olympic Games because they also played at the Olympic Games. So they put out a video on their social media handle on Instagram. Telling the Nigerian Basketball Federation and the Sport Ministry that they would not honor the World Cup qualifiers coming up next year, next year, because of this monies owed them. These girls won the FIBA Women's African Afro Basket recently, back to back. This is the third time they're winning it in the trot and successively.
Okay, as we speak. Has it been resolved?
Well, the Minister of Youth and Sport Development, Sonny Dare, came out with a very annoying video to so many people, talking about, again, trying to talk about the good things his administration has done.
Nobody is talking about what.
But he was saying that, in fact, a week before that video was released by the Tigress, that his team are already working on paying off some of the bonuses and allowances owed, and also stated that the monies are in the central bank, in their account, in the MBBF account in the central bank, and no one has touched the money. But then, they
should tell that to the Marines.
Monies can be.
This money was given to the association in trust for the girls.
Absolutely.
It doesn't belong to the association.
Absolutely. And it's a shame because
it generating interest?
Because, like I said, some of this money is from, some of them $100,000, some of them $170-something thousand. We're talking, we're talking millions of naira here. We're not talking small money. Some of the monies donated during the Olympics was around $100,000. The girl said there were about 4 banks in Nigeria who, because the Minister of Youth and Sport Development started and adopt the athletes campaign. So that, made sure corporate bodies could come in and adopt a federation or an athlete.
Do you know this is why it's been so difficult for our national league to grow? I feel offended and I feel upset, even though I'm complicit in all this, when we start talking about Arsenal, Man U, all these things. I grew up in a culture in Nigeria here where we supported local teams, Mighty Jets,
Shooting Stars,
Superstars, Shooting, Bendel Insurance. All that is gone. Do you know why? Because the private sector participation has been discouraged by the action of these officials. Pray tell me, the bank gave you these monies to give to these girls. This money could have been turned around
to help
them. It could have been turned around in less than 1 week. But you, according to the minister, you hold on to it and keep it in the CBN. Is there? That's where you journalists come in.
Well, it is. I mean, and we do come in big time.
No, where are you coming? Jackie, that's why I call you naughty boy. I call you naughty boy. Where you journalists come in is that you need to find all ways and means to verify where that money is. I'm not going to believe any official who tells me that the dollars and whatever given to these girls is just lying fallow in the central. You need to go and trace it. Investigative journalism.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I and we do that here on Nigeria Info with Femi and the gang on our sports shows. And
yes.
In fact, some months back, I think in December last year, I did a report on Lagos athletes and poverty. You know, was such a controversial report, and you know, while we talk about the issues happening at the national level, let's look at the issues happening right in front of us in Lagos. You know, Lagos is the commercial nerve of Nigeria, and there's a lot of things going down. Of course, I mean, athletes are owed allowances. They're owed allowances. You know, and these allowances, some of them is not even enough to buy a recharge card. You know, just airtime. It's not even enough.
What was this issue about iPhones? I think it was during the Olympics.
Yeah, during the Olympic Games. That was resolved.
Has it been resolved?
Yeah, that was resolved.
But what took place initially that was finally resolved?
It was a case of the officials who representing Nigeria refusing to give these phones to athletes who were disqualified. You know, we had a lot of athletes disqualified from the track and field event for Nigeria because.
But who gave them the iPhones?
Well, they collected these iPhones for athletes, for Nigerian athletes.
No, from who? It's like
a donation.
It's like a donation. So now the donation was for the athletes.
Yes.
Okay, so now was it that they now wanted to return the balance back to the donors?
That's one thing we don't know, but they refused to give athletes who were disqualified, because some athletes were disqualified because they failed. They didn't turn up for tests.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair. If you did that on point of principle, maybe, just maybe. But then where are the phones?
Yeah. Anyway,
you should tell me.
It was resolved. I think the phones were giving to
everybody.
Because the idea was for every athlete who was there at the Olympic Games once you enter the Olympic Village, you should get a phone.
Why is there so much racketeering in these sports? Both the ministry and the boards. I know there's racketeering all over.
Yeah.
From local government to even just to get vaccination, racketeering goes on. But why is it so prevalent and done with impunity in the sports area? Is it because they believe or perceive that nobody is looking heavily in that direction? Everybody is looking at customs, NNPC, and so on and so forth.
Well, sport is a big deal in Nigeria. Sport has always been a big deal. And I think, yes, our sport industry is a reflection of the society, at large, obviously. And, you know, I was giving a story before we came on air of a former assistant coach of the Super Eagles who is being reinstated, who was suspended on charges of corruption. There was a video trending of him receiving money to play some players at the Championship of African Nations, where he was the head coach for the Nigerian team. And today, you know, just yesterday, the Nigerian Football Federation announced that same manager, that same coach, will be returning back to the national team.
He has been forgiven.
He's been forgiven, and he served his time. You know, and that's Salisu Yusuf, by the way.
He has been.
So it's and you talk about impunity, and it is. I think it's shocking, really. Again, there's a lack of structure.
Look, who is to be held responsible for this mess? Is it the federation, or is it some members of the federation, or is it the ministry? Or the minister?
First off, there's a big issue ongoing in the Nigerian Basketball Federation, where we have two people who are challenging each other for the rightful president of the Nigerian Basketball Federation.
Really?
And that has
who and who?
That's Kida. We have Kida and Umar, who Tijani Umar and Musa Kida are the two people who are claiming a legitimate take at the presidency. But in recent times, we had Musa Kida in charge of a caretaker committee because the minister had to, you know, dissolve every board. And we're having new elections. In fact, we have an election for the NBBF by 30th of this month. So, I mean, we can have a president. And in fact, just to even give you more perspective, we've not had a basketball league in this country for over 3 years. So
now, I need your judgment on this. I need you to make a call on this. Do you think we have a competent minister?
Well, that's
Or in your lifetime, have you ever had?
well. I'm
Because
not.
the last one was just as wasn't much to write home about.
Yeah, I think it's been very much same of the same. I haven't seen. I mean, I'm going to give the minister kudos for doing the Adopt an Athletes campaign, which was helpful for some athletes.
But they didn't get the money.
Yeah, the money is still very much.
So what
owed,
are
so
you giving him kudos for?
It's not.
If wait, naughty boy, if a man a man set up a campaign, adopt an athlete, banks put the money down, and the athletes now don't get the money, what are you giving him kudos for?
Well, so we're having this issue with the basketball, the Tigers. I'm not sure we have this issue.
What
with
are you giving him kudos for?
Well, I'm giving him kudos for the idea. The idea is a good.
No,
one.
I will not give him kudos. You see, let me tell you, I'm a street boy. I will not give him kudos because the money didn't get to the athletes. And until I am convinced, I will have that suspicion that the money went into a place I cannot announce on radio because I don't want to cause wahala here. But you have a fair idea of what I'm talking about. What credit? I will not give him credit because I don't know how I would sit down as a minister. I have an adopt an athlete, whatever. The money comes, and within 24 hours, I put my reputation on the line. I have put my reputation on the line. So we will have to call him out. I'm not giving any kudos anywhere.
No, I mean, of course. I mean, like I said, it's been same of the same, like I said, from the last administration.
Yes,
but
we withdraw the kudos you gave him.
I was just trying to be fair on him and highlight.
You cannot.
Because
wait
again,
1 second.
Yeah.
It's not being fair. He's telling the truth. He's telling the truth. If you are a man of integrity, you put your reputation on the line to get this thing done, and it's under your supervision. You now tell us the money is in the central bank. Are you collecting donations for the central bank?
It's I think it's a very difficult.
You guys have a lot of jobs to do. Let's make this sports journalism exciting. And it's a pity we don't have. It's not just sports across the board. We don't have the wherewithal to carry out exclusive investigations so that we can have answers to some of the questions. Well,
the thing is, we actually do. We do. And the problem is sometimes when you call on these people to, for an interview, sometimes, they always, give you the busy attitude,
Then you call them out.
But yeah, absolutely. Like I said, it's just been the same thing as the
last
administration.
I will assist you. We know how to call them out. I tell you. Somebody tried that thing with me one time. A former party chairman. He ran to the studio halfway through when everybody was calling him. I said, anybody who knows where he is, can you please, maybe he's asleep or something. We need to drag these people out.
Absolutely
it's unfair.
Agree.
What I saw there, if I was the president, I'd fire the sports minister and fire everybody. It's disgraceful. On the international front, the guys are now saying that, okay, we were not going to go for this tournament and so on and so forth. It's a big disgrace.
It is indeed a big disgrace. And, for their caliber on the
Let
continent.
me open up our lines now. 0700 993 993 993. What's the female line again? 014. You should know it offhand.
I know the WhatsApp line offhand.
No, you will know the female line offhand. That's why I call you Naughty Boy. If you look at him on YouTube, you know why I call him Naughty Boy. He's stylish here. 014657190. Daily Digest with Jimi Disu. Today is the Friday edition when we have a bit of fun in doing what we do. Hello, good morning.
Hello, sir. Uncle Jimmy. Good morning, sir.
Morning, ma.
Okay, sir. This is Mercy. I'm calling from Alemosho.
Yes, ma.
What we are discussing this morning to show you what is happening in this Nigeria. You cannot trust any sector of the government. Look at this type of thing, disgrace. In fact, not that they are small children. How can adults be behaving like that? I've been listening. So those girls, they are right if they are annoyed that they are not going to play again. Thank you very much.
All right. Let's take one more. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Jimmy, this is Falabi from Bagada here.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we can't blame the minister because the minister knows nothing is going to happen to him. when you find yourself in a country where there are no consequences for bad behavior, that is what happens. And when you see the gentleman there, he is also trying. You know, he's not in his late 60s like you, sir, and he doesn't have the experience, and he cannot wiggle his way out of situations. So I don't blame him for also, playing while you are being careful. I don't blame him also.
No. I don't think I'm playing. I mean,
not
you
playing
didn't listen to me. I was going to highlight the good he's done and the
I'm
things
not
he's not
interested in the
doing.
good he's done, though. The minister is not on trial.
I didn't finish my statement because
wait. The minister is not on trial here. What is on trial here is this particular issue.
Well, absolutely. I think he's wrong. He's wrong. Yeah, on this one. No.
That's it.
I never supported him. Obviously, it's a national disgrace with what the girls came out to do. And
the man should fall on
if the caller listened to me, of course, I said it was a national disgrace. So it wasn't about playing safe. If you know the ism of sports, I don't play safe. I'm on the highway.
All right. Let's take another.
Uncle Jimmy, good morning, sir.
Morning. Who's calling?
I bet, Chris, make sure your kurube is intact because next the more you deal with them.
No, I go floral. You don't say don't stammer. All right. Yes. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, we are hearing you. Who's calling?
Okay. I want you people to know that these are Higbe on the line.
Okay, madam, please go on.
Yeah, I want you people to know that even right from the grassroots,
yes,
when the coaches are giving a little token to give to the people that come on their own transport to the grassroots to join to show their interest,
yes,
the coach will give them half of the money. So he will take half. So I think our consciousness of money is so to settle.
Wow.
That money is everything. So on the national level, I think the other minister that left, is it the NFA they call it, or the federal, that sent money to him in an error. So he refused to retrieve the money back until it was on the voice of the people and on the voice of the nation.
Okay, madam, thank you. All right. We'll take just one more caller, then we'll go on break. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Good morning.
Morning, quickly, please. You have just a minute.
My name is Chief Darlington.
Hey, Chief, how are you?
Very well.
Please go on. We have just a minute before we go on break, yes.
National disgrace to national teams. It's not a new thing. Ministers are coming and going. I do not really want to say that we've not had a good minister of sports all this while, but ordinarily I don't think we have had any.
Okay.
What we are suffering today is as a result of corruption in all spheres of life.
Okay.
It has become a part of us. It has been traditionalized.
Yes.
Look at what happened at the Olympics. Our athletes protesting with placards. Even when you are wrong, you claim you're right. Who is right? Only God can help us.
Okay, thank you very much. We have to go on the short break now. When we come back, we'll look at the issue a bit more. Then I will talk to to Favor, my attaché, to cool everybody here down, okay? Not even close your eyes when I'm talking to her, please, if you don't mind. We'll be right back.
based on glowing recommendations I received from my HR colleagues, and I was not disappointed. I was able to register all 100 staff in 5 minutes. I have access to a 24-hour responsive helpline and an account manager that helps me with any issue. My staff raved about the premium service they receive from Reliance HMO. They especially love the access to gym, spa, dental care, and the hospital roaming. I no longer worry myself about issues concerning HMO. Reliance HMO does that for me. I will recommend them any day.
Visit reliancehmo.com/corporate or call 0700-7354-2623 to get a quote for your company and start enjoying reliable healthcare today. Reliance HMO. You can rely on us.
Sunshine makes the day better, meal times better, weekends better, chill times better, dates better, barbecues, beach parties, and even one bears better. Sunshine makes every bit better.
Lipton iced tea, made from fresh tea leaves, soaked in hours of sunshine, and together with juicy fruit flavors, give you that deliciously refreshing taste. Top better life with sunshine in a bottle. Available in peach and lemon flavors. Lipton iced tea, deliciously refreshing.
Nice strike!
Guy, imagine say Messi, Ronaldo with Mbappe dey your house. Imagine the kind football experience where you go enjoy. Go imagine say you cross leg on top share, then flex for your house. Because now our home, our football with La Liga, Serie A and Premier League.
No dey imagine things so. Go get your own GoTV decoder plus 1 month of mass subscription for only 9,500 naira. And make you for enjoy all the ogbonge live matches wey full ground this season. GoTV, love it.
We all have something to say, but not everyone can get on platforms like radio to say to the widest possible audience. But thanks to on-demand streaming, you no longer need to. Podcasting has grown from a barely known side hobby into one of the biggest and commercially viable mediums in the world. You can reach your audience on your own terms with no censorship and free reign to design a perfect experience for your listeners with a little help from us. Clout Africa has a world-class podcasting studio and some of the best sound engineers, content strategists in the business. We also have the network to ensure that the largest possible audience hears what you have to say. Let us take the stress of building your podcast and have you focus only on the integrity of your message. To get started, visit cloud.ng or send an email with subject Cloud Podcast to studio@cloud.ng. The world deserves to hear what you have to say, and Cloud Africa can make that happen. Cloud Podcast, radio at your convenience.
The reward for hard work is success. The reward for dedication is proficiency. And the reward for consistent learning is mastery. Now is the time to take your experience in Forex trading to the next level. And Hot Forex is here to help you
upgrade their digital skills and earn more income. You can access eHandTech from anywhere in the world and it's affordable.
Wow.
Join eHandTech and get 20% off your first course to learn programming, graphic design, web development, and other digital courses. eHandTech.com is interactive with seasoned professionals. Email info@handtechdigitalconsult.com. Handtech Digital Consult. IT training for Generation Next.
There's a place, a new place, where all your dreams can come true. There's a land
Okay, you're welcome back to Daily Digest from that short break. It wasn't short, but it was a break. Okay, I'll just take one or two more comments and then I'd like to talk to Favor. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Yes,
Yeah, this is Pastor Ladipo
yes,
calling from Orelegum.
yes.
Uncle Jimmy, my take this morning is on the journalists that have been interviewing these people. They fail to ask them some questions. I remember one of your interviews with one of the politicians and all that. And the man was trying to say, the way you responded, the man knew that you are not just that kind of person to be tried with. We need some of these sports journalists to dig deep into these things. These guys have shared the money. Sincerely speaking, I listened to one of them yesterday on Arise TV, and the guy was comparing those demands to a man who promised his children candy. Are they his children? I don't know why people have that sense of entitlement.
Okay.
May God bless Nigeria.
Thank you. I don't know if they shared. You don't have proof. Do you want to react to what you just said?
Hello, good morning, sir. Uncle Jimmy.
Okay, you react after this one. Hello, yes.
Hello, good morning, sir. Uncle Jimmy. Good morning.
Morning.
The first time calling on your show, sir. Good morning.
Please just go on. You have a minute, please. Yes.
Okay, sir. I want to suggest, though sometimes you have made reference to a kind of solution to our problem in museum, talking about these three things that I want to suggest now. One of them that you have talked about is we need to know our history, because history needs to be brought back on the school curriculum and should be studied with all passion. Are you with me, sir?
Please go on. You have less than a minute more now.
Then two, then in all our academics as well, I suggest that there should be a kind of a course that will reorientate our attitude towards money. We have a very, very bad attitude to anything called money in this part of the world. So I think there should be
okay, thank you. Please,
that.
thank you very much, sir. Please, when you do call in, let's try and wrap up, so that we can give other people. But you want to? I'd like you to react to what Pastor, what's his name?
Yeah, the penultimate caller. I think, obviously, I think this guy's, there's a sense of entitlement apparently in our federations, because I remember even the Nigerian Football Federation president, Amaji Pinnick, was during one of the friendlies, and, you could see the manner he was talking to the players, like he was their father, and maybe obviously some of these things are bettered from the fact that we're Africans, and there's this sense of father and son, or children,
which we need to get rid of,
which we need to get rid of, because it's business. When you're for national team duty, it's business. It's not your father, it's not your mom. You're just there for business, and you're doing your job. Just some months back, it was Leon Balogun, a Super Eagles defender who plays for Rangers in Scotland, who was talking about the monies that are still owed them till today.
Wow.
And from bonuses to allowances, the Super Eagles players. So it's not just the Tigers who are owed money. We also have this thing cut across different.
There's a whole lot of racketeering going on in that area.
And you worry that if you do a job and you're supposed to receive a certain money, and the money is there to, why not pay? Even the Super Eagles head coach is owed. At some point there was news that he was owed up to 8 months, and we now heard the money was and we heard he was paid 5 months out of the 8, but he's obviously still owed. So there's this, people. There are lots of athletes and people who are working in the sports sector in Nigeria who are owed a lot of money. And you wonder, and because these people, the money coming and they don't pay, they don't use the money.
I think the responsibility I want to leave with you and your colleagues is that you need to investigate some of these issues thoroughly and give us a report. I will invite you back in about a month. I'm not stealing you from your whatever. I don't think Uncle Jimmy is using style. Well, maybe I am, but you see, in a month's time, I'm going to invite you back and for you to give us a clear picture. I'm not that much interested in sports.
But then it's a major thing in Nigeria.
But I'm interested in youth development. I mean, sports as in sports,
Sport and development.
Maybe because, I started wearing glasses from the age of 8. And in those days, it was bottle, not plastic. So I'm not a sports, even though you see me doing shakara, walking around, I'm not a sports person. But I'm interested in youth development and also the values. If we do this to the younger people, it's because those ahead of these people now, those who are ahead of them, did it to them. So it's now almost becoming status quo, and we have to put an end to it. Do you agree on that?
Absolutely.
We have to put it.
Absolutely.
It cannot be we cannot continue to be what those basketball players did. You think it's just for sports? No. Those of us who have friends, associates everywhere, Jimmy, what are you girls doing? What's going on? You know, it's a disgrace.
Okay, I totally agree.
So I'll let you off now. The Izinwa of sports.
Izinwa of sports, yes.
If in a month's time you don't come with a report, I will take that tattoo from you. Yes.
Well, the good thing is we're there's work in progress. You know, we bring some of these people on the shows and our sports shows to talk about these issues, and it's not like we're not doing. Of course, there's still more work to be done, and you know.
I don't know about this. Maybe we should play a trick on them. I'm just joking. Maybe just you dial the number, the guy picks. Hello, say, Chief. Yes, we've been wanting to talk to you. You're on radio now.
Yeah.
Can you answer the following questions? When you do that once, twice, all right, let me let you go.
But like I said, the thing we do is we try to bring these guys on our shows and we ask them these questions. But yes, like you said, there's still a lot more to be done, and we're going to be doing even more in the coming days.
All right. Thank you very much.
Big pleasure.
Thank you very much, Chidi. Thank you. Let me read this very quickly. It says, "Don't follow blindly." It says, "Don't follow blindly. Some of us are stressed out because we're doing things which we see others do and are not getting the same results. Don't be a copycat. What works for some may not work for you. Focus on what the Almighty wants you to do and don't worry about others." This is from Mufti Menk and taken as usual from Arun Balogun's page. Let me help my Muslim brothers and sisters very quickly. A male Muslim, 35, genotype AA, from Kwara State, Lagos-based businessman, wants a young Muslimah between 25 and 29. How old are you? No, you are not qualified. She must be practicing sooner and be ready for marriage soon. They are not anywhere near ready for marriage. And then there's another one here, a male Muslim, 45, Abuja-based civil servant, Kogi State origin, married with 4 children, wants a Muslimah as second wife. No. Yes, now, he's a Muslim. Is looking for a partner. It says what is wrong with that?
I mean, for someone to announce in the paper, it must be a dire need. So I'm wondering how a second wife is such a dire need. I mean, I understand.
It's a dire need. If you are not interested in being second wife, there are loads. Some people are happy with
I'm not talking about having a second wife being a problem. I'm saying, is it a dire need that needs a paper publication?
That's what this thing is for. It's for to look for partners.
Exactly. Is this a dire need?
It's a dire need for some.
For him.
For a lot of people. Why do you think I read it every week?
It's a
dire need. You're not to bad rat here. Come on for road. Yes, Favor. Favor is from Covenant University, right?
Yes,
and you've been here for how long?
For over a month now.
For over a month.
Yes.
What has your experience been?
Yes.
Are you sure you still want to be a journalist?
Yes, it's quite a lovely experience. But I had any doubts, like staying in this place and just seeing how everything works.
You have to talk you're a journalist now in the making. You were saying?
I'm like just coming here and spending like over a month and seeing how everything works.
It excites you. It lights a fire in you.
Yes, and my love for radio has just really increased.
It's increased. Yes. I'm glad to hear that. We'll be glad to have you some other time when you do come. And I'm glad at least I have one person I can tick as one of my young friends and mentees. I wish you all the best of luck. You've been let me tell you something. What endeared me to this young lady, apart from the fact that, of course, she was introduced. When this lady gets to the studio at 5 o'clock every day, I didn't get to know it was 5 o'clock she gets there.
5 a.m.?
5 a.m. Yes, she's here at 5 a.m. And she just sits down quietly like a mouse, and she's always reading. You know, others will be playing Candy Crush, and no, she is always sitting down quietly reading, waiting patiently for Jimi Disu to come. And then when I'm now looking at the papers, she sits quietly by my side like a mouse. When I'm trying to sort the papers out, she stretches her hand gently and so on. I'm quite endeared to her. And how old are you? 19.
Yes, sir.
It's a big kudos to your parents, and you know.
You've done a good job.
This is what I tell people, young people out there. You need to endear yourself to mentors, and so that they will be encouraged. a little leg in the door, and she got the door open for her. While I just can't tell her, the experience she's had and where she's been. And where she's been, the experience she's had and where she's been. It's because of her nature. That's why we have been encouraged to do so. Okay, so let me take one or two more comments, and then I'm itching to go on the weekend and the subsequent holiday. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, sir. Who's calling?
It's Mr. Obed calling you from Ibese.
Yes, sir. Please go on.
Ibese.
Please go on.
Uncle Jimmy, it has been long. I left Lagos. I've not spoken with you for a long time.
Abio.
God bless you,
Talk
sir.
to me. Talk to me, my friend.
So the problem is the offenders have never been punished.
Yes.
This is not the first time now they are changing our sportsmen, our athletes.
Yes.
That have represented Nigeria in international competition.
Mm-hmm.
This is not the first time. And that's one of the things that makes me get angry with this president, because I voted for Buhari thinking that he will punish this kind of people. But alas, everything continues to be the same.
You know what is even funny, sir? What is even funny, sir? Yoruba say...
Because how can they pay this people every time, continue to make ourselves a laughing stock before the entire world community? It's unfair. It's unfair. So they should give these guys the entitlement.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. I was even going to say that Yorubas have this in Tentu de Lari, the pensioners who actually have legitimate. This one is donation, but the pensioners who put in all their life, and it's their money, they don't get it. I think in Ogun State is about how many years, Philip? How many years did they say Ogun State is? Over 12 years. Look, I gotta go. The takers will be here anytime from now. Tomorrow we are going to have we are going to talk a bit about the APC exercise that took place in Lagos. So far, I've gotten Princess Adenrele Ogunsoya to join us, and most likely he has accepted to join, but I need to let him know that there'll be two of them. Mr. Kennedy Bangbeton, who is a strong APC. These are people on the two sides of the divide. Princess is on the Jandor side, and of course, Kennedy Bangbeton, my very, very good brother who I love so much, is on the Tinubu side. So let's just label it that way. So I hope I'll be able to bring them together. It's not going to be a debate. It's just for the two. Philip, I don't like this thing. It's not going to be. It's not why you're chuckling already. It's not going to be a debate. But it's just that the two sides will give an account of where they now both stand. I'd like to thank Wemimo. Thank you very much. And Favor again. Thank you very much. Philip, you too. God bless you. So it's tomorrow. It's 9 o'clock. It's not 8 o'clock. The discourse with Jimi Disu. It's 9 o'clock tomorrow. I'll see you then. Bye.